Got our Chelsea back. We've got our Chelsea back. We've got our Chelsea back. We've got our Chelsea. That was my audition for Broadway. Please respect. Please respect me. You know who else I'm respecting? Enzo Maresca's Chelsea. That's who I'm respecting. No, we're not in a title race. We are not in a title race. I don't care who says we are, because we're not. I just don't think we have the minerals. I don't think we've been tested for that. I just think Liverpool are better. And I think that's okay to admit that. They're bigger, they're stronger, they're older, they have more experience, they already have winners in their team. They're not a team of 22-year-olds. So I'm okay not winning the league this year. To be in the conversations is kind of nuts. The fact that we're second is good not for us, right? But it should be an indictment on everybody else for letting that happen, because how has that happened? You've let Enzo Maresca, bald, beautiful man, come into this league with zero big time experience. Sorry, Lester. And just turn this circus freak show that we've all been laughing at. Well, not me. I've not been laughing. I've been crying myself sleep over. But we've been laughed at for 2 years. And now all of a sudden it's like title. Also, I don't want to hear title. I don't want to hear title race, title contenders nonsense, because every big football podcast, football personality, big socials channels had us like 7th, 8th. So I do not want to hear you. No. No. Do you hear yourselves? It's ridiculous. I guess this is my Southampton match review. Southampton, man. I really just hate when a team who's newly promoted are trying to play this way, right? This you are your first season back in the league. You know what you have to do? 4-4-2, Brexit ball, 5 at the back, hold on for dear life, stay in the league. And then when you get money, then you invest in players who can execute your style of play. This right now is you are literally asking to have 7 ship past you, and it should have been double digits. We should have seen double digits last night. The fact that we didn't score more pisses me off. And the fact that we didn't score more shows to me why we won't win this league, because they're not killers. They're not killers yet. They'll get it, but they're just not yet. So, first goal, set piece. Is that the first corner goal we've scored all year? Because I think it might be. And then, of course, in last season Chelsea form, we go and concede down the other end almost immediately. It's fine. It's okay. I'm not mad. I was mad. And during that like first 20 minutes, I was like, this is why this is the B team. This is why this is the B team, boys and girls. One person who I was particularly upset with was Christopher Nkunku. Do you think you're too good to press? Do you think this is why Nico Jackson starts ahead of Nkunku, and this is why we have Nkunku on the bench to come on in these games, because he doesn't press. I think Maresca has made it very clear he likes hard workers on and off the ball. I have not been impressed with Christopher Nkunku at all. When you look at what Jackson offers you and when you look at what Nkunku has been offering, it's just nowhere near the same level. So yeah, and also good. I love this manager. I knew he was going to rest Pedro and Jackson because they're both on 4 yellows for the season. Reason for them to be risked as a suspension against Spurs on the weekend. So yeah, cool. And then the second goal was Nkunku's goal, which is what I'm saying, bro. You cannot be Southampton playing out from the back with these players. No. Oh, it was a nice Noni goal. Noni scores the same goal every single time, and no one can figure it out. Also, Maresca's comments about Noni in the post match. I've seen people comparing it to like Jadon Sancho. I don't think it's like Jadon Sancho and Erik ten Hag. I don't think it's even in the same realm of what Erik ten Hag and Jadon Sancho were going through, because first of all, Noni has had a run of games, I think like 5 or 6 games, where he was starting and he wasn't scoring. So he had his chance to prove himself. He got dropped for one singular game and then started immediately the next league game and scored, whereas Jadon Sancho was just not playing, and Antony was starting ahead of him, which is another thing. Even if Noni was dropped for 3 4 games, the people ahead of Noni are not as aimless and horrible as Antony. If I was a professional footballer and Antony, who is horrible, terrible, genuinely one of the worst footballers I've ever seen in my life, if he was starting ahead of me, I would be pissed too. But that's not the case with Noni, so I don't think that's even someone like Pedro, Jadon Sancho, even Mudrick. Like those guys, there's all a case. There's a case for all those guys to start ahead of Noni if Noni's form has dropped. I don't think that's anything bad. He's just like a serious manager. Like he'll do this every so often. He'll like publicly challenge a player to be better. And it's worked every single time so far. I'm obsessed with it. I love it. Big hearts for Enzo. And then the Southampton captain, first of all, crazy. Getting sent off for pulling Kukureya's hair. I'm sorry, but there's cameras covering every inch of this stadium. They can find people in the crowd if they're acting up and acting like a fool. And you think the VAR is not going to see you pulling on Kukureya's hair? It's ridiculous. That's a stupid red. Stupid red.